กายที่เธอมองเห็นว่างามสุดท้ายความเสื่อมทรามจะมาพรากไปร่วงโรยลงในสายทานยามการเวลาหมุนไปชีวิตต้องแตกสลายไม่มีเที่ยงแท้ผมเส้นงามถึงคราวร่วงไปแขนขาที่เคยว่องไวกลับไร้เรี่ยวแรงโรคภัยเฝ้าคอยคุกคามติดตามไปในทุกแห่งเกิดแก่เจ็บตายสำแดงเป็นธรรมดาหากเธอมองทุกการเกิดมาที่มีอย่างลึกซึ้ง
Not yet. Today, the last day.
Yes.
Today is the last day for the classes, and 2 classes for the room A500 and A503. It will be the last day, and the next class will be exam. The next class will be on the 2nd of March. It will be the last day and the day of the exam too.
Yes, sir. Maybe in classroom or online. Maybe online.
Yeah, the exams also will be online. And for my class, I hope that I will give the questioning. I will give the question and then let you freely done by yourself, and you submit up to the next day, because in this situation I think some of your classmates, especially for the students in Myanmar, may have a lot of difficult to download the questionings and then giving the answer. Then I better give the questions for the exam for them, and they can do freely and can submit on them before the midnight or after next day is okay, because the situation in this day, no one could get the comfortabilities for any situation, especially for the students in Myanmar. I'm not quite sure yet. Even in Thailand for today, our internet's also not smooth. Maybe something wrong, or maybe my notebook itself have trouble.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning, sir. Welcome to everyone again. Today our class will go on for the last day before the exam. Our exam will be held on 2nd of March. And this week will be the week of the Makapucha Day, right? The marks of the Makapucha Day, that according to the Uvata Patimokkha is given by Lord Buddha about after 9 months. After 9 months, he have gained enlightened, then have been for several places, and then he been back to Bodh Gaya, and then forward to Rajgur or Rajagruha, Karuha, according to the pronunciations of the language. For example, Rajgur is the local pronunciation, or Rajgir for the Indian. For the Pali, we call Rajakruha. For the another language in Thai, we call Rajakru, but I don't know in Myanmar. But the locations of the Makapucha Day was taken place at the Velvana Grove. Velvana is the bamboo. The grove is the group of the forest or the group of the bamboos that we call the bamboo grove. Its name especially for that place called Velvana. It was the first monastery building by the king Bimbisara and offering to Lord Buddha and Sangha all over direction that we assume to be the first monastery that sponsors by the lay Buddhists, because the king Bimbisara, after he and his official officers, more than a lakh, have been opportunity to listen the teachings from the Buddha. Many of them came to the first streams of the noble Sangha. Even they are the lay people, they have gained the first stream of the noble, we call Sotapanna. After King Bimbisara and some of the officers have gained to the first stream of the noble with the thought that for the noble people, when the opportunity is coming to see the Buddhas, the Dhamma, and the Sangha, or we call triple king, as the auspiciousness, that is the blessing. Then with the thought, maybe the comfortable place for the Buddhas and the Sangha will accommodate or dwelling. Then he offered the bamboo grove for the Lord Buddhas and the Sanghas to accommodate. Then this Velvana had been announced and known to every Buddhist that this is the first monastery offering by the lay Buddhists. How beautiful is the bamboo grove. The King Bimbisara, he has several wives or the queen. The one of the queen, and she was a daughter of another king. She was very, very pretty, very beautiful, and she didn't like to listen the Lord Buddha have given the Dhamma, because what she have heard from the other one, what she have known from the other, the Buddha have given only the 5 aggregators, for example, Rupa Kanda, Vedana Kanda, Sanya Kanda, Sankhara Kanda, and Vijnana Kanda is not permanent, is nothing, the ruins thing, nothing can be permanent. Then she don't want to listen, because she have heard from the others say so often that Lord Buddha has given to everyone that the physical body is even so much beautiful as much as like Nang Srima. Miss Srima is the most beautiful girl, beautiful ladies in the cities of the Rajagriha. And even though when she died, but before she died, everybody would like to pay more than 1,000 Gahabana. If you compare to the modern money, will be million, more than 1,000,000 baht just to stay with her for one night. But when she have heard about this, the wife of King Bimbisara don't wanted to visit, don't wanted to see Buddha. Because of that, King Bimbisara, he have already gained for the first stream of the noble, and he expect that his wife, his queen, would also got opportunity to listen about this. Then the King Bimbisara have been trying every way. He had been trying in every house. Then he have the meetings and get advising to scholars. Then the scholars of the Rajgruha help the king to compose the prosodies, the 9 prosodies to compare about bamboo grove and Tawatingsa. The prosodies describing and discussing and explaining about the bamboo grove, how beautiful as much as Tawatingsa in the gardens of Tawatingsa, because Tawatingsa have so many gardens, and even the Tawatingsa's gardens, when the Saka Devaraja, when the Deva are coming from the God's rooms of Tawatingsa, visiting to Bamboo Grove, when those Devas are coming to visit the Bamboo Grove, and those Devas enjoying and a lot of places, and even forgot the time, because the bamboo grove so much beautiful, as much as to the gardens of Tawatingsa. That is explained in the Tipitaka. But don't ask about this day, because this day only a few bamboo groves left. For several years ago, once bamboo grove was fire. Maybe because of someone put on the fire, or maybe because of the bamboo grove itself touching to be due to the winds, and then the bamboo grove is burning. The bamboo grove got fires for several years ago. Now they regrows again for the bamboo grove. Just wanted to make it as nice as it was before, but it's still not too much bamboo grove yet, due to the fires for a few years ago. Now I'm talking about the Maka Puja Day. During we are waiting for our friend to join. Now there are 13 our classmates have been joining. One who have been joining and then have given your name, your ID, to let me know that who you are and how many of you have been admitting. And I'm talking about the Maka Puja days. Why do I am talking about the Maka Puja day? The Maka Puja days is the most significant, the first days that have been after gain enlightenment of Lord Buddha, according to the first day of the Vesak day or Visakha Puja day, that we call the Visakha Puja day. But due to the after gain enlightenment of Lord Buddha, the Lord Buddha had opportunities to give the sermon at the first to the five ascetics, or the first group of five at the Varanasi. Those have gained enlightened, and then he have got more than altogether more than 60 Buddhist monks or the Buddhist noble Sangha in those days. After Buddhist land, after 3 months of the rainy season at the Varanasi, the Lord Buddha sending them by the word that well known to every Buddhist, we call the undying word. This word is very, very powerful, and is still hearing, is still talking by every Buddhist all over the world. According to the first group of the noble Sangha or the missionary, with the word that Charana Bhikkhave Charitang Bahuchana Hitaya Bahuchana Sukhaya Lokanukampayati, with the short brief in meaning that go first, O Bhikkhu. Now, in a very hurry, the people, the God sent men, every direction need to get this benefit, the benefit of the happiness, the benefit of the usefulness, the benefit of the opportunity to gain the eye through the Dhamma, or the view, the right view of the noble truth. Let go to every direction with one person, with one way. That is the very, very undying word. It's very significant word. And after sending, and he say himself too, yes, I am also heading to Bodh Gaya. That means he have given the direction for himself, and he have given to them to let them know that in a hurry, the opportunity to give the truth, the Four Noble Truth that claim to be the first teachings of Lord Buddha, and claim to be the enlightened of Lord Buddha. So many people have asking them, what is the Lord Buddha have gained enlightened? The Lord Buddha have gained enlightenment is the Four Noble Truth, that the first truth that he have given to the first group of the five Panchavakkhya. Then when he have sent them in different direction, he also heading to Bodh Gaya to get the opportunity to preach the sermon to three ascetics, the three brothers, Uruvela Kassapa, Nathi Kassapa, and Kaya Kassapa. All of them have several followers altogether, thousands of them. When the Lord Buddha have given the Atita Pariyaya Sutta to them, the Lord Buddha, along with thousands of followers, heading to Rajagruha or Rajgir. That is the sources of the Maka Puja Day. But when the Lord Buddha reached to Rajagriha, before entering into the capital, the city, most of the people in the city came to know about comings of Lord Buddha. Even the king Bimbisara have heard about Lord Buddha after he have vowed to Lord Buddha before he can enlighten during he was the Bodhisattva, and he vowed to that at the beginning he invited the Siddhartha Bodhisattva to chair the ruling the countries of Rajagriha. But the Bodhisattva or Siddhartha Bodhisattva have made the determination that he would searching for the salvations or the Nibbana. And then the king Bimbisara have given the promise that, sir, if you can enlighten, don't forget to preach me what you have gained enlightened too. This is the promise that the Lord Buddha have given to King Bimbisara after he have gained enlightenment and he had been back to the Varanasi or the state of Kashi, and he been back to Bodhgaya and have given the sermon to three ascetics, the brothers, the cousins or the brothers, the three brothers, along with the thousands of followers. Then Lord Buddha heading to Rajagriha and not entering into the city, staying in the young palm grove we call Latiwan. Latiwan is the group of the palm trees. The group of the palm tree are outside of the gate of the city.
Good morning,
A very
teacher.
big field. Good morning to everyone. During we are waiting for the other friend, I'm giving the meanings of the Martha Puja days and a little bit repeating about the historical backgrounds about the first times of enlightenment of Lord Buddha. And again, good morning to everyone. During we are waiting, I don't want to waste the time, and I would like to describe about the significant days of the Martha Puja Day. The Martha Puja days is coming within this week, and we have known that Ovata Patimokkha, that is the most significant. The last week we have given what is the meanings of Patimokkha. The Patimokkha means the sutta that, or the thing that prevent us from the hell, from the down lower being born. For example, being born as the animal or beast, being born as the Asuradaya, being born as the Peta, Pret in Thai, or being born as the Nirayaka or the hell. The Patimokkha, if the Buddhist monk, if the lay, doesn't matter, lay Buddhist or non-Buddhist, if they have broken the precept exactly, the people believe, the people protect, the people vow for the precept even before the Buddha have gained enlightened. But the Lord Buddha have known, the Lord Buddha have proved that the precept doesn't matter, 5 precepts, 8 precepts, these have been even before the Lord Buddha have gained enlightened, because the human right or the human right ethics, the human rights ethics, that means if anyone, doesn't matter they are Buddhist, they are non-Buddhist, doesn't matter, belong to any belief. If they cannot protect, if they cannot take care in this 5 precepts or the 8 precepts or some of the kinds of the precepts, mean not harm to the other life or killing, not stealing, not do misconduct, not tell the false speech, not deal to the intoxicating. These 5, even they are lower than a human being, that they don't have the human rights ethics, even have been before the Buddhists, because of the out of the moral precept, the people cannot be born as a human being. They be born lower than a human being. Who are lower than the human being? Animal, or we call beast, we call apaya pum or apaya pum, or the lower states. The lower states. Lower to what? Lower to the human being. The human being assumed and proved by the Lord Buddha that is the middle state, not the United States, not Africa state, or not Middle East state, but the middle age of the being that they could develop themselves to be forward to the heavens or undevelop oneself and then falling into the lower part of the state of being. For example, like apaya puma or payapumi, we call the lower state. Animal, this below us, and several kinds of animal. Thousands of the species, even some of the many species are gone. But don't worry, the species keep coming and going, and lower than the species of the animal is called Asurakaya. Who is Asurakaya? Asurakaya, for example, like one of the states of being. For example, like someone get killed or someone got accident and then die immediately. Think of nothing. Then the minds or the soul, the parts of the memory being born due to the one is dying because of not good moral and without mindfulness, not being well practicing in the Four Noble Truth. Then our mind we call Lũng Tai in Thai, Lũng Tai. In English, we can say that dying with lot of confused or dying with no mindfulness. Just anybody, when one die without mindfulness, then nothing remind oneself where to be born. When no one remind oneself where to be born, then immediately the last breath, or we call soul, or we call mind, in Pali we call citta. In English we call soul or heart, or in other language, in Thai we call jit jai. Jit also, jai also jit. That in Thai we mix two languages or two words or two syllables. Jit jai, but only one. But we mix two. The same in Pali, jit jai or soul or heart. In Pali we have 4: Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, and Vijnana. These 4 phenomena, the 4 states of the norm, the 4 states of the the not the physical, the part of the mental. These are going together. When one dying without awareness, when dying without knowing, then the mind is still go on. What bring the mind go on? The action. What kind of the action is go on? Any action through our eye, through our ear, through our nose, through our mouth, through our physical body, through our mind or mental. When we see things, the Chakku Vinyana is taking place. When the Chakku Vinyana is taking place, we already create another life. We already create the future life. When our ear listening to things, we already create the new life. When we are smelling something, we already create for the next life. When we are touching through the body and mental, we call Pothaparam or in mind. From the eye up to the mind, already create for the next life. That means seeing things, Chakku Vinyana taking place with the like and dislike, with the pleasures, unpleasures, with the Somanasa Vedana, Dukkha Vedana, or Upekha Vedana. It brings us already for the new life. But during the one is dying, no mindfulness mean no mindfulness, mean no mind. The creation of the mental is create alive, but create the same form before we die. That's why some people have seen in how in we call the empty house or some of the forests, deep forest, seen someone walking in the night or seen someone walking in the dark, seen someone jumping from one place to another place, but we cannot hold on who you are, who they are. That's the parts of we call Asurakaya. So many hunters well known about this. When the hunters, especially for the prime hunters, or the many decades ago, the hunters going into the jungle. When the hunters going to the jungle, and in the night, most of the hunters, they cannot sleep on the floor or on the ground because so many beasts are dangerous in the night. Not just only the beast, some other being also. For example, a Surakaya. Then how can the Surakaya dangerous to the hunter? Yeah, because sometimes the hunters, for example, like lion or tiger, have killed so many people. When the tigers or lion kill so many people, and those ones dying with the fear, those ones were dying with the fear, and when they are dying with the fear, their mind still hanging with the elephant, that tigers and that lion hanging in the same body but no body, the same mind but no mind. Mean they cannot show the body, they cannot show the mind, but hanging around the lion and tiger when the tigers and lion eating other animal, and this soul, this spirit also eating the other. The same to the lion, to the tigers. But when the tigers and the lions that kill so many people, and then came to know that some hunters are coming into this area, and the tigers and the lion wanted to kill the hunter, but this Asuragaya helping with the lion and tiger, and sometimes that Asuragaya create oneself the form of the tiger, form of the lion. But if coming with the form of the lion and the tiger, then the hunter never come down. But then the soul and the lion and the tigers have changed the form into the relative of the hunter, because they came to know about the historical backgrounds of the hunter. They came to know that the hunters have the wife, have the relatives, and have the member of the family in home. Then the Asuragaya have changed the form into the member of the family, and then came to the hunter and calling, hello, hey. You know, your wife is got sick now. Your wife is almost dying. And if you will not go now, you cannot see your last breath of your wife. If the hunters is not experienced enough, the hunter may came down. When the hunters came down, and that Asuragaya changed the form into the tigers and the lion and hunt the hunter. This so often, and from generation to generation, when I was a hunter, I was also learned from my senior hunter and give us the knowledge about this. Be careful. If someone coming like this, make sure that you have to mindful yourself, and you have to aware that it's not a normal human being. It's just not a human character. Because how could that man, that woman, and that member of the family came to know that where do we live? Where are you staying now? In the jungle. That's why the hunters, the experienced hunters, when they being hunters, when they got the new hunters, they keep transform again and again to the new generations of the hunter. The same to this idea. I was in India. When I was in India, and in India they have no school teaching for driving, but for the truck, for the car, doesn't matter, the buses or the vans and taxis and many cars. They have no school for teaching, but they have the escort, they have the helping. For example, the buses, when we are going for the pilgrimage, when we have been for the pilgrimage in India, not just only the driver, but beside the driver, they have escort to help the driver, looking on the left side and right side. That means not only two
Good
eyes.
morning, Dan.
Good morning. And I'm explaining about the Matha Puja Day during we waiting for the other friends, okay? And after I explain about the Matha Puja Day, then concerning about the several things now concerning to the life of the lower than the human being. And what are the lower than the human being? We call beast or animal. And below the animal or beast, many thousands of the species we call Asuragaya. After Asuragaya, we call the Peta or Pret in Thai. After Asuragaya, then we have lowest one we call the hell or the Nirayaka. And now I talk about the Asuragaya. Asuragaya is always, and then I explain what is the Asuragaya. Asuragaya, mostly the one is dying without the mindfulness. And when they die, they really don't know they die. But even they know they die, but they get already newborn. born as the Asurakaya, and they live the life as the Asurakaya. If no one can help, no one can do any charities about the previous meritorious good in deeds, offering to the monks or the noble or the one who is good in moral, and then give the charity that, okay, this is my member of the family, after die, maybe they born as the Asuragaya and hanging around with the tigers and lions. When the tigers eat, hunting something, and they also live the life with the tigers and lion. Then I talk about the hunter. The hunters going to the jungle, and then the hunters, the dangers of the hunters is from generation to generations of the hunters have given the knowledge that if you are hunters, you are in the jungle, you live on the rafting on top of the tree, because no hunter live under the ground or on the floor, because dangerous. Doesn't matter any kinds of the animal, snake, tigers, lion, pig or wild pig, and even the Asuragaya. But to live high in the forest, in the deep high of the tree, that's most safe yet one. But it's still not safe, because sometimes Asuragaya also care and cooperating with the hunters and lion to kill the hunter. This another thing. I would like to stop this for a moment and go back to the Makapucha days again. And King Bimbisara up to gain the first team of the noble, and then with the thought that, wow, if I offer the bamboo grove to Lord Buddha, then I will get opportunities so often to see, to pay respect, and to listen the Dhamma from the Lord Buddha. Then he have offering. But during the offering that the relative, the former relative from billions of life, the relative of King Bimbisara, the Buddha, many Buddhas in the previous Buddha, those days the King Bimbisara was a secretary to one organization, and have invited monk along with the Buddha to offer food. But during the family and a member of the family cooking, preparing the food for a monk, during the cooking, during the preparing, some of the member of the family feel hungry during the cookings and took some part of the cooking to offer the monks and the Buddha to eat without guilty. Then they've been born in the hell realm. They've been born in the hungry realm, and several Buddhas, when like a Kaspa, before the Kaspa Buddha, then before the Kaspa Buddha, like Kakusando and Kona Kamano, this part of the hell realm beings have asking some of the monks and Buddha in those days when they will get opportunity to eat or to get food. Someone may suspect that how can that hell realm being live the life without eating food? That we have to learn more a lot. I could not explain now because too much to explain. And then the Buddhas that time given that when the Buddha named Kaspa coming, then you go and ask him. When the Buddha Kaspa coming, during the people have 20,000 years old, the Lord Buddha named Kaspa have given the answer that, okay, next Buddha named Gautama, one of your relatives will be the king, and he will offer the bamboo grove, and that's a great merit, and you will get the opportunity to eat food in that day. Wow, they seem to be like enjoying a lot of pleasure, as much as like going to get tomorrow. But next Buddha, How long for the next Buddha? The Tipitaka have given the sample that from Kaspa Buddha up to this Buddha, the platform of the earth, the flat grounds of the earth have increased more than 20 kilometers. How, Ajahn? How 20 kilometers is increased? Oh, a lot. Sample. Let's written sample. Suppose like a forest. One tree born and one tree die. One tree born and one tree die. That increased a lot of earth. And even our body, one body die and one body born. For example, dinosaurs was born and died. Big dinosaurs can give a lot of thickness of the soil, or sometimes become a stone. And even we came to learn a lot in Tipitaka, I have mentioned that even the stone, the rock, the granite stone, or the limestone, and any kind of stone, or even the soil itself, that's the parts of the physical that we call Mahaputarupa. After dying, then we became Mahaputarupa, or 4 elements, like that. Then they feel like, oh, they're going to get tomorrow, but 20 kilometers, the soil increased again and again up to now. And now the next Buddha, Mettaya, will be coming. Someone say 5,000. No, not possible. Uncountable. How? Now, after these 5,000 years, Gautama the Buddha, the Buddhism is gone. The people never be able to pronounce Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. Those days, the people will look at each other like, wow, this is my praise. That is my food. That is my slaughters. They're going to slaughter you. Then you'll be slaughtering. You will be hunting. That means you are dying again and again and again. The ground, the planet will be increased more than 20 kilometers again. Some of your blood, some of your eye drops, some of your liquid from your mouth, some of your urine will become petrol. All like dying. Suppose the many they die together, it becomes like a liquid, like oil or petrol, like that. This part of the 4 elements is changed like this. We die again and again and again. Then from Buddha named Kaspa up to this Gautama, when the king Bimbisara have offering the mango, also the bamboo grove, those families members billions of years before came to very exciting. Oh, my family going to offer the food or the mango bamboo grove to Lord Buddha. Maybe the king Bimbisara will change the merit to us. But no, because the king Bimbisara, with a lot of pleasures, he never realized about that. But when the king Bimbisara finished offering and back to the kingdom, the palace, in the night, those family members in the hell room come and scratch in the door of the palace and then make a lot of noise, crying. Then the king Bimbisara have a lot of dream, and very horrible dream. Then went to see the Buddha. When he went to host the Buddhas and to see the Buddha, to visit the Buddha, then told him about this story. Then the Buddha's members of the family, they were born in the hell room, this so and so. They're expecting that Your Majesty will offer bamboo grove and we share the merit for them, then they can release from the harem. But due to the majesty, forget and never thinks about that. Then the king Bimbisara asking the Lord Buddha, what shall we do? What should I do? And then the Lord Buddha have given him that the word is coming. Yatha varivaha pura paripurenti sagarang eva meva ito dinang petan upakapati. Ichitang patitang tumhang kitame wasamichato saphe purentu sangaba janto panaraso yatha panicho te yiraso yatha, like that. Then the king Bimbisara pouring the water, dripping the water, and those hells being released. This is the part of the bamboo grove. And 9 months after the Lord Buddha have preached to gain enlightenment, then the Kanti Paramang Tapoti Tikani Panang Paramang Matandi Buddha Hipapachito Purupakati Samanohoti Parang Miheta Yanto Sapapapasa Karanang Kusala Suba Sambadasa Chita Puriyoda Badang Yitang Buddha Sasananti. This Ovatapatimokkha is prevent us from going to hell's realm or going to lower realm or lower states below the human being. If we get well practicing in the Patimokkha, we're going to be born at least a human being and higher state of the heaven, higher up to the God's throne. Doesn't matter according to the practicing to this. Now I'm telling about the historical backgrounds of the Mata Pushade, but I'm not going to tell you about detail of the Mata Pushade because now so many of you are coming and our subject is Pali Prosody. We are in the Patayawatara or Patayawat Prosody along with the Pali that Mangala Sutta. What is the Mangala Sutta? I'm going to give you the Mangala Sutta in the Pali. And then today also will be the last class for us. Will be the last class for us for the lecturing. And the next day it will be our exam. The next day will be our exam. And I would like to keep this notice in Pali. Where is not this one? Sorry. And I will check again. One more. Where? Oh, this one. Okay. This one. And no. Okay, this. Okay, this. Share to everyone. Did anyone see Tipitaka, volume 25? Did you see? Do you see?
Yes, Chan.
Okay,
Yes,
thank
yes.
you. This we are concerning for the Patayawat Pali Prosody. Which part is Patayawat? Johnny? Which part is the Patayawat?
Patayawat.
Yeah, which number? Number 5 or number 6? You know Patayawat?
What does that mean, Chan?
That means like a prosody, okay? The prosodies, there are 6, right? Do you remember? Still remember? There are 6 prosody systems. I will remind you again. There are 6 prosody. There are 6 types of the prosody. There are 6 types of the prosodies, but we are learning right now only one. Only one. We call Patyavat. Patyavat. And now it's still okay. Now it's coming, and I will again showing. I will show again one more. I will show again one more. Sorry, have to change this word. Change this word and change another one. Okay. Sorry. Why not showing? Okay, this one's supposed to be. Yep, this now is coming. Okay, Pali Prosody Chandalakkana. Okay, and this is part of the Pali. And this one we call 6 prosodies. First one we call, oh sorry, I would like to make it bigger. Okay. Patyavattarachan, in Pali we call Patyavattam. Intara Vichanchan or Intara Vachira. There's kinds of the prosody. Next one, number 3, Upentara Vichanchan or Upentara Vachira. Number 4, Intara Wangchan or Inta Wangso. Inta Wangso. Number 5, Wangsatta Chan or Wangsatta. Number 6, Vasan Tilaka Chan or Vasan Tilaka. These 6 kinds of the prosody. But we are learning this semester only one, Patyavatara Chan, number 1. Okay, now I'm going back to another one. Another one we call the old one. This part we call Patyavattarachan. Patyavattarachan. I ask now this number 5. I hope that you see number 5, right? The bracket open and the bracket close, number 5. And then the bracket below this picture, number bracket open and number 6 bracket close. And then another part brackets open, number 6.1 bracket number bracket close. All this. Then I ask that Kuttaka Pate Mankala Suttam. This part, sorry, the above Tipitaka volume 25, Pali Roman, Sutta Pitaka volume 17, Sutta Kuttaka, Ku mean Kuttaka. I hope that you still remember Ti Ma Sang Ang Kuk, right? Do you still remember that? I hope that you still remember. This Kuk, the short form is Kuttaka Pate Mankala Suttam, like this, the short form. This another thing is not the prosody. But number 6 is a prosody because Bahudeva Manusa Cha Mangala Nachindayum Atangamana Sodanam Bruhimam Galamuttamam. This we call Pali prosody, name Patra Vattarachan. Patra Vattarachan mean the prosody number 1 we are learning now. From the number 6 up to number 6.1 up to number 6.12. that we call Pattaya Chan. And then again below this, and like Eta tisani katawana sabha parachita sabada soting katjantitante sang mangkalamuttamante. This also still be prosody. But when it becomes Mangkala Suttam Nittitam, this one is the ending of the title. What is the title? The title name is called Mangkala Sutta. Where is the Mangkala Sutta? This Mangkala Sutta, Kuttaka Pati Mangkala Suttam. That the topic, the name of the Sutta. Okay, if I asking, could you mention that which part is the Vatara Chanta Lakshana? Then I say, Eo me sudam me kam samayam bhakava savatiyam viharati. Then I say again, B. Attakho bhakho anyatara devata vikandavanna. Like this. Next, C or D. D I may put Bahu Deva Manusa Mangalana Chinayum Akangamana Sodanam Bruhimam Kalamuttamam. This may be D. Then you have to know which one is the Vatara Chan. Now, do you understand, Johnny?
Pali, I don't, Achan.
Huh?
I don't understand Pali.
Mean
But,
I have to understand that you know which part is the prosody and which part is the prose style. You know prose style?
Pro style.
Yeah. Prose style like we are now like this Eomi Suttam, like this. Eomi Suttam comes in Mayam Bhagava. Savadiyam Viharati Jedamani Anada Pindika Sarame. Atagawan Yatara Devata Apikandaya Ratya Apikandawana, like this we call prose style. Prose style means like now I am learning Pali Prosody with Ajahn Dr. San Chadaram in online. Like this, we are explaining from the introductions and the bodies of the introductions and then the conclusion. This is talking about prose style. But if we're talking about the Pali or we're talking about the prosody means the written, like in Thai for อันพฤกษภกาสอนอีกกุญชรอันปลดปลงโททนเสน่งคงสำคัญหมายในกายนี้โนรชาติที่วางวายมาลายสิ้นทั้งอินทรีย์สถิตทั่วแต่ชั่วดีประดับไว้ในโลกา mean this we call prosody but in Thai but when I wanted to make it prose style the prosody is talking about all beings. For example, the elephant and animal, they are useful. For example, like the trunk of the elephant is very, very valuable. And the skins of the buffalo, the skin of the things or the beef of the wild pig, the people can eat. A lot of useful. But sorry, but what our skin and what is about our flesh? Buddha not allowed to eat the flesh of the human being. Even some barbarian people in the deep jungles and in the rivers or in the die in the ocean or maybe in the deserts, they run out of things to eat. they may eat the flesh of the body of the people. But for the civilized people, they never eat the dead bodies or the flesh of the human being. I explain like this. It is we call cross style. Now you understand, Johnny?
Then I'm still confusing.
Understand only what I speaking?
Yes, when you
That's
speak
mean I
English.
just want you to know only if the rhythm, the tone of the rhythm, the tone of the rhythm, like time and tide wait for no man, like this. This is the tone of the prosody, right?
Yes.
Time and tide wait for no man. We are the man can die any minute, like this. Okay. This according to the rhythm, according to the tone of the prosody, then we call prosody, or the according to the any 6 of them. We are learning only one today, and this semester we call Pattaya Vattara Chan Talakada. And we may not remember, you may not remember, but only you have to divide, make a differentiation. What is we call prose style, or what do we call prosody style, like this. Just wanted to know only you can make the difference. What is the prose style? What is the prosody style? That's all. Now, if you can make, okay, maybe I show again. This one is still on the same page, right? And the notepad or the Mangala Sutta Kathas. Number 5, this is called prose style. Style means the techniques of writing. The number 6 up to number 12 we call prosody style. Prosody techniques, like that. You have to be able to make the differentiation between what is the prose style, what is the prosody style. Like I have written here, okay, the Pali Prosody class of MCU. Now I will show you again. Where should I put? Maybe I have to turn on into someone coming. Okay, allow. And I would like to turn on into. Oh yeah, I forgot this one. Okay. Now I'm going to stop sharing the old one, and then I have to make the sharing a new one. Okay, a new one. Yeah. This one. Okay. This one. Okay, this one you can see easily. Can you see the part of all the Mangala Sutta? Then bracket open, the 38 factors of the auspiciousness, and bracket close. Could you see this, Johnny?
Yes, Jan. Title
Okay.
Mangala Sutta.
Yeah, this
The
is
38 factor of.
Yeah, from this to this. Yeah, from this to this we call prose style. Okay, this how many paragraph? One title, the first paragraph, the second paragraph, like this, and the conclusions are in the same. This subsequent to the greater than, this we call prose style. But from here now, this is the prose style in Thai or in English. Sorry. Then we come to this is the Pali, like from Bahudeva. Bahudeva Manusa Aja Mangalana Achindayum, and this prosody sky. As Bahudeva Deva Manusa Aja Mangalani Achindayum Akangpamana Sodanam Bruhimam, like this Mangalani, and this Bruhi, this the touching of the cone make the Patayavatra going, and this one from the Mangala Muttamam, and then it will touching to Etam Mangala Muttamam for the second, as Sevana Japalanam Panditanam Jasevana Pucha Puchaniyanam Etam Mangala Muttamam. This one touching to this one, and this one touching to this one, and this one touching to this one, like Sangaho, this one touching to Sanyamo, this one, like this. This we call Mangala Sutta with the prosody style. Okay. Now, could you bit more understanding, Johnny?
Yeah, it's a little bit here now. Now
A little bit better.
I'm getting understand now.
Okay. Okay.
Between
And
prosody
then,
and prosody.
yeah, prosody and prosody. That is the main concept we are learning. If you cannot understand that, I should be blamed. How can you teach the student without understanding? Then the blame is on me. But now I think you understand that I'm a little bit appreciate. And then we come back to the Pali again. This one again. Okay. Now we have learned up to Bahusatyancha is 6.4, right? 6.4. Bahusatyancha Sipancha Vinayocha Sikito Subhasita Jayavacha Yetam Mangala Muttaman. We have learned up to this. We have learned up to the Bahusatyancha. Then we still have more, but some of you have already forward. Some of you have already forward to the up to the number 6.11. You know, you have already taught presentations and so many things like Buddha Saloka Dhammehi Chittam Yatsanakam Padiya Sokam Virachangke Mangetam Mangalam Uttamante. This. Some of you already been up to that. Then Sabbadha Sotim Kachanti Tante Samam Kalamutamanti Mangala Sutam Nititam. This one is not yet. And today I'm going to show in modern English. We call modern English to all of them. In this again, I will show you to this again. Okay, this one again, channeling this, and up to this. In Pali, okay, but I would like to show you in modern English from number 1 to number 10 will be in our exam, because you already taught about speaking what is true, pleasant, and beneficial to others, speak good words. We have learned already. Did you see, right? I make the different gap between the number 10 up to number 1. And then number 11 up to number 38, I will give today. In brief, because some of you have already made the presentations on the detail in this already. And I will show again for the meaning for today, for you to learn a little bit more. But the exam, I will discuss before the class is over. Before the class is over, I will discuss about our exam. What should we do with our exam? Are you enjoying with the exam, or are you going to scare with the exam? And then we will discuss about that. Number 11. Anyone remember the Pali? Mata pitu patana amputathara sangho anakula chakammanta etamam kalamuttamam. This Mata pitu, one parent means to attend closely to one parent, to support parents. Number 11, Mata pitu patan. Puttathara sangho, to take care of one's wife and children, to provide for wife and children. This is Puttathara sangho. Anakula chakammanta. Anakula chakammanta means to perform a faultless work at a proper time, to be engaged in peaceful occupation. Anakula chakammanta etamam kalamuttamam. Number 11 to number 14 for the Mata pitu upatana start. The next one, number 15, sorry, number 11 to number 14. Do anyone want to ask any question? Do anyone want to ask any question? Anyone have any doubt about Mata pitu upatana amputathara sangho huwana kula chakammanta etamam kalamuttamam? What about number 14? To make the proper job, or make faultless, perform a faultless work at the proper time. What is a proper work? It means one is working according to the 5 precepts, or according to the 10 awesome and unwholesome. One wholesome and unwholesome. For example, not killing, not stealing, not misconduct, not false speech, not intoxicating, selling, and not falling speech, and not this one we call the proper work, or even the mental part. It's not apayapata or apicca and tomanasa and wrong view for life, for living. That also we call perform with the righteous, or the right livelihood, or the right livelihood. And next for the 15, Thananja Dhammacharya Jayatakaananja Sangho Anakula, sorry, Anavachani Kammani Etamam Kalamuttamam. Thananja, the charity, to be generous in alms giving. For example, like you are going for humble every morning, or even you have given that charity to the people with the arm, your arm is bearings and giving to them, like this. Thananja Dhammacharya Jayataka Nanja Sanghaho Anavachani Kammani Etamangkalamutana mean to work with the righteous, performing 10 kinds of meritorious deeds, the same like wholesome and unwholesome, and righteous in pure conduct. That is called 10 wholesome and 10 unwholesome. 10 wholesome mean developing. 10 wholesome mean avoiding. 10 unwholesome mean developing. So, is it right? Johnny, do I speak correct?
Oh, sorry. I off my microphone.
Okay, you are out of your mind, right? Think of somehow like your friend in Myanmar. How could they join the class today? Internet is available or not? Something like that. Then you are out of your mind because your mind is somewhere. Righteous in pure conduct. Due to the right in pure conduct mean wholesome. Wholesome mean kusala dhamma, right?
Yes, wholesome,
Unwholesome
kusala.
mean akusala dhamma. Kusala dhamma mean wholesome. That means the right action. Unwholesome mean akusala dhamma mean not right action, or we call wrong action. Start from the wrong view, wrong thought, then up to the wrong concentration. It's not pure conduct. But if the right conduct, or to be righteous in pure conduct, means you have to perform according to the wholesome, mean kusala dhamma, from the right view up to the right concentration, or from the right, mean not killing, up to the raw or right view. That. Okay. Next. Methanol relative. Thananja Dhammacharya Jayataka. Oh, I put the wrong phrase for this. The righteousness appears to be the number 17. Because Thananja Dhammacharya Jayataka means to support Yataka. Yataka should be the number 16. Number 16. This one. Number 16. Relative. Yes, this one I have to change to number 17. This one. Okay, this should be correct. Thananja Dhammacharya Jayataka Nanja means support, paternal and maternal relative with food. What is paternal and maternal relative? Mean the relative along with the father side, along with the mother side, like this. Money, with the food or money, with encouraging words of good advice to help one relative, deed to righteous in pure conduct. Okay. Charathananja Dhammacharya Jayataka Nanja Sanghaho Anakulang or Nawachani Kammani Etamam Kalamuttamam. Okay. And next one, Arati. Arati Virati.
Good morning, Ajahn.
Good morning, sir.
Sorry, sir, teacher, for my being late.
Yes, okay. Thank you for coming too.
Yeah, in Myanmar, not internet.
Oh, no internet. Are you still
Yes.
in Bahrain?
Yes.
Uh, for you in Myanmar, I would like to support next class. I keep the questioning, the questions of the exam in the line group. Can you see it, right?
Yes, Ajahn.
And after you take the questions, and you can submit any day that the internet is available. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Explain to all friends who may not have internet for this day, maybe the next class or the next day, and I keep the exam questioning for everyone, and after that you can submit any day of the internet is available, but submit through the hotmail chadaram@hotmail.com is okay. Not submit in the line or in the face, because sometimes I could not find out, because when you, or you can keep both, put both, then I can compare to. Okay. And next, Arati virati chapapa machapana jasanyamo apamado jathammesu etambang kalamuttamam. This one. Up to this. Arati virati, arati, arati virati, arati virati. Japapa matchapana jasanyamo apamado jatammeso etam mangkalabuttama mean to resolve mentally, to refrain from all evil, to abstain from bodily misdeed, evil speech, and avoid them. Do you have any questions about arati, virati? Almost the same too. Arati, virati, japapa. Papa, the same to the like a sapapapasa akaranam kusalasu basamada sa cita pariyoda badang yatang buddha sa sanang, the concept of the Maka Puja day. What is the days of the Maka Puja days in this year? Anyone remember? Anyone remember the days of the Maka Puja days for this year? Do anyone remember? No answer. And then
On Sunday.
on Sunday, what date? In Thailand, will be on 26th. 26th is on Sunday, so on which day? So 26th is on Friday, right? On Friday. Okay. Arati virati japapa. Papa will avoid all the bad indeed or evil deed made through the physical bodies and verbal bodies and the mental bodies. Apamato. Apamato means abstaining, refrain from any intoxicating drinks and drug. Intoxicating. Why the intoxicating drinks and drug? It become apamato, become pamato. Apamato machuno patang. Could anyone give the modern English? Apamato machuno patang. Apamato machuno patang. What is the meaning? No one? Johnny? I could think of anyone with Johnny.
Yes, sir.
Appamato Matjuno Patang. Could you translate into English for this one?
To live righteously.
To live righteously. Appamato Matjuno Patang. If translate into exactly the word, mean if you are careless, if live the life without careless or without the careless, then you will not die. Mean most of the people die because of the careless or the heedlessness. What is the meaning of the heedlessness and the careless? Because when anyone drink and addicted to an intoxicating and drug, that means they are heedlessness, means they are careless about their life. Does it mean Arati virati chapapa machapana jasamyamo apamato cha dammeso. Dammeso. Dammeso means practicing in the Dhamma. To be steadfast in moral virtue, not to be negligent in doing good deed, to keep the moral precept, to practice in virtuous acts and meditation. That we call threefold teaching. It becomes the Dhammeso. Like we are learning right now, we call ourselves Sutta Buddha. According to the four Sotapadiyanga Dhamma, we are associated to the wise. We are listening to the Dhamma. We are Yodiso Manasikara. And we are practicing the Dhamma Nu Dhamma Patipati. Dhamma Nu Dhamma Patipati. That we call Dhammeso. Then next, Kanti. What is in Pali? Kanti cha. Kanti cha. Sovachasta. Samananancha. Dasanang. Sorry. Karawajaniwato first. I missed. Sorry. Karawajaniwato cha. Pay respect. Karawaja santuti jakatanyuta kalena dhammasavadam etamam kalamutamam. Right? Karawaja santuti Karawaja niwatoja santuti jakatanyuta kalena dhammasavadam etamam kalamutamam. Karawaja means respect to those who are worth of honor. Who the most worth of honor in Buddhism? Johnny? Who are
Yes.
the words of honors according to Buddhist people?
Honor words.
Who are the word of honor to be respect for all our Buddhists?
No, Ajahn, I don't clear your question. Could you repeat again, please?
In number 22,
Yes.
you see the word, right?
To pay
Pay
respect to those who
to
are
those
worth of
who
honor.
are word of honor. Who is the most word of honor for us, the Buddhists, to pay respect to?
In my opinion, the man who good morality.
The man who's good morality
Who have good morality.
and
We should pay
no one
respect.
beyond the triple gene, right?
Yes.
That's the most respectable. but the step by step downward is the Noble Sangha and Savaka Buddha and the Sutta Buddha and the moralities, ethics, peoples, and then our parents, our teachers, and up
Yes.
to ourselves. If you are at the Samma Panitija, means you can make yourself on the righteous determination, then you can pay respect to you yourself, right? Karavoja niwatoja santuti takatanyata kalena dhammasavanam. Humble, modest, without pride and conceit, the humilities, courtesies, and politeness. These also the people who doesn't matter, belong to any kinds of any religions or any belief, doesn't matter. And Karavoja Niwatoja Santuti Takatanyuta, content with whatever one possesses precisely as sufficiency economy. Karavoja Niwatoja Santuti. Most of the people who were in the stream of the noble, they will be the Santuti. What are the Santuti means? The Santuti means we talk about the moralities, we are talk about what is just sufficiencies, economies, what the sufficiencies for our life. We don't want luxury because the luxuries cannot give any happy to anyone, because more you are luxuries, the more you are troubling, you are suffering. Okay. Santuti Katanyuta. Katanyuta means to acknowledge others and repay one debt of the gratitude. Who is the most gratitude according to you, Johnny?
Sir?
Who is the most gratitude? Who is the most acknowledge others and repay one debt of the gratitude? Number 25.
Gratitude parents.
Yeah, for the closest and near to us is the parent. And the most high it is the triple chain. Without the triple chain, can we came to know this? No, we will not be able to know this. You know, the people in this day, some of the tribe, especially in some African, they still have some very, very horrible belief. For example, if you are parents, then you have sons and daughters, then the son and daughter will let you climb in the tree. Then they will shake the tree, and if you are fell down, then they will kill you. And some people will still be like this. That means they have no gratitude. Why? Because they have the high gratitude to teach them what are the gratitude people, what are the one we have to repay for them. For our Buddhists, the triple chain and the noble Sangha, the Savaka Buddha, up to the Sutta Buddha, given us the knowledge. Then we came to know about this. Otherwise, it would be horrible. Maybe our idea, our concept would be like some group of the tribe that the parents cannot work anymore, then they will kill. That is still available in this planet. And Karavoja Niwatoja Santuti Jakatanyuta Kalena Dhammasavanam. What is the Kalena Dhammasavanam? Too frequently, are we listening to the Dhamma? For right now, we are listening to the Dhamma. It's not the Dhamma is teaching by Dr. San. No, the Dhamma are teaching by Lord Buddha. And what is Dr. San? Dr. San is only transmission. Dr. San is only transmass. only the carry on the transmedia, to carry on from one place to another place. But if the listener, the listening, the student cannot pay attention out of mind, you cannot get. If your mind somewhere else, you cannot get. Even I try to carry on the right thing, but if without the mindfulness, without the mindful that what is Dr. San is doing right now, then you will forget. Karavoja nivato jasan duti jakatanyuta kalena dhammasvanam etam mamkala muttamam. This. Next. Kanti ja sovachasta samana nanjatasana. Right? Now let me see. Kalena dhammasvanam. Sorry, kantija. Kantija sovachasta samana nanjatasanam. Kalena dhammasa kacha etamam kalamutam. Could you explain, Johnny?
Sir,
Could you explain number 27?
to see a noble person who have purified are trying to purify their mind from all defilement. To see holy monk or holy person.
What number?
To associate with the person who are trying to purify the mind.
Only number one, right?
Yes.
I asked, could you see that number 27?
Yeah, to forgive the insult caused by others and to patient without bearing good how to pronounce that accrued forbearance, tolerance.
Okay. Mean kantija. This the Lord Buddha had given it to the noble Sangha. The noble Sangha still need to be patient. That's wonderful. And how about us? Even we need more than that. We more than that. Mean we cannot live without bearing. We cannot live without forbearance, and we cannot live without tolerance. Even the noble Sangha still need to be patient without bearing sacrifice. Mean, if someone comes to shout in front of us, "Hey, Johnny, are you stupid?" Then what will you do? Johnny? If someone come and shouting in front of you like this, then what will you do?
I'm gonna give him back.
Johnny, are you stupid? Are you out of your mind? Then, Dr. Chen, you too. Right?
Yeah.
But due to this, even the noble Sangha, the Lord Buddha have given this, be patient. Then what shall we do? If we are noble, if the noble will be like, really? Am I stupid? Oh, let's check from my hair, from my ear, from my nose, from my mouth, from my body, from my mind. I didn't see any parts of mine is stupid. Thank you for telling me. It's maybe from you. Like this. Or maybe somewhere, or it's not in me. Like this. Then the one is already cursing someone will realize that, oh, that is from me. Because I say, that means even the noble ones still need to be patient. But be patient with the right view. When we have the right view to be patient, then we have the right thought. When we have the right thought of understanding the right view, then you speak with the right speech, the right action, the right livelihood, the right effort, the right mindfulness, and the right concentration. Then everything is right. When the people, doesn't matter who you are, the noble, unnoble, the stupid, the silly, will be with own karma, with own action. That Khanti cha, Khanti cha. Then after that, anyone remember? Even I forget. Khanti cha, Sawatjasata, Sowatjasta, Samananancha, Kalena Tamasakacha. Mean number 28. To obey readily the advice given by elders and the learned person, to be obedient, amenabilities to correction, being easy to admonish. Oh, now almost run out of time. Okay, I will give exam up to number 10 only. Okay,
Okay, sir.
number is from the Mangala Sutta up to number 10. I will give the exam, or maybe a little bit more, to number 17. Up to the number 17 is okay. Number 17 better.
Okay.
Okay, because we already been a lot with this 5G, and the exam will be not too much due to the situations of the COVID-19. I reduced the question, not as much like a few semesters ago, and divided into two parts. Part A, ABCD. Part B, paragraph writing. I will give you about 5 questions, but you can take only 3 questions to write the paragraph writing. But I will give 5 questions for you to pick up. Only 3 questions. That is okay, Johnny?
That's fine then.
Okay, because you can make it and then send it to me on the chadaram@homemail.com. And don't forget your name, your IDs, and your topics. If possible, put the ID every page. In the case like your page is jumping to that and this, then I can exactly know that is every page is belong to you. I will give the exam from number 1 up to 17. There are 2 parts. A part is ABCD. A, B, C, D. Sorry, A, B, C, D. And the second part is question. 5 questions and pick up only 3 to give the answer. All right. I have note now about this. See you on the second of March at the same time, and then the same class, but the last class, the final exam will be start. Thank you for everyone. And any question?
No question, Ajahn.
Thank you, Ajahn. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Anyone have any
I think
question
today
again?
I'm only
Come
one
here,
who's
Ajahn.
studying with you, Ajahn.
Okay.
You teach us. You teach us complete.
Okay. See you.
See you, Ajahn. See you. See you.
teacher. Have a good
Thank you so much,
day.
Enjoy.
teacher. See you.
Enjoy the
See you
lunch.
next time.
Thank you.
Okay,
Enjoy the
thank
lunch.
you, teacher, for coming.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye, Ajahn.
Bye.
Hello, teacher. Bye.
Goodbye, teachers. Goodbye, sir.
See you, Ajahn. See you.
See you. Bye bye.
See you, Ajahn. See you.
See you. Now I would like to repeat a little bit. If for myself reminding, our exam will be on the 2nd of March from 9 o'clock to 10:40. And after that, if one not finished, then can be submit in the next days, or if the students in Myanmar internet is not available, in that day can submit any day that the internet is available. And the question is divided into two parts. Part A for the ABCD, and that's about 30 marks. And the part B for the second part divided for the 20 marks. I will have given the 5 questions and pick up only 3 questions to write down, and then sending to the chudaram@hotmail.com. And if the internet is not available in the same day, then you can submit any day that internet is available. And thank you to everyone, and I hope that good luck and best of luck to all of you, and thank you for joining. Thank you to be such a good student, and I'm appreciate for everyone to enjoy the class. See you if we have opportunity, and on the day of the 2nd of March for the examination. Thanks. Goodbye.
Thank you, Ajahn.
Goodbye. Thank you. See you. Bye bye. Thank you.
กายที่เธอมองเห็นว่างามสุดท้ายความเสื่อมทรามจะมาพรากไปร่วงโรยลงในสายทานยามการเวลาหมุนไปชีวิตต้องแตกสลายไม่มีเที่ยงแท้ผมเส้นงามถึงคราวร่วงไปแขนขาที่เคยว่องไวกลับไร้เรี่ยวแรงโรคภัยเฝ้าคอยคุกคามติดตามไปในทุกแห่งเกิดแก่เจ็บตายสำแดงเป็นธรรมดาหากเธอมองทุกการเกิดมาที่มี